Broncos' secret move for Saints, TE falls apart. What happened behind the scenes? The Denver Broncos were on the verge of making a major splash in free agency, a move that could have reshaped their offense and reunited head coach Sean Payton with one of his trusted weapons. But just as the deal seemed within reach, something happened behind closed doors that changed everything. What went wrong? Why did the Broncos' plan unravel at the last moment? And most importantly, what does this mean for their future? Stay with us until the end, because the full story is even more surprising than you might think. A secret reunion that never happened before the NFL free agency frenzy began. Rumors swirled that Denver was making a serious push to sign New Orleans Saints tight end Juwan Johnson. Payton, who had coached Johnson during his time in New Orleans, saw him as a key piece to elevate the Broncos' offense. And it wasn't just speculation. Johnson himself confirmed that Denver, along with the Seattle Seahawks and other teams, actively pursued him. The Broncos were ready to make their offer. They had their pitch. The reunion seemed inevitable. But then, out of nowhere, New Orleans stepped in with an offer too good to refuse. A 3-year, $30.75 million contract, with a staggering $21.25 million guaranteed. Johnson had a decision to make: join his former coach in Denver or stay with the team that gave him his big break. In the end, loyalty and financial security won out. Johnson chose to remain in the Big Easy, leaving Denver empty-handed and scrambling for an alternative. The Broncos' backup plan. A new playmaker. Arrives. Losing Johnson wasn't just a setback. It was a moment of reckoning for the Broncos' front office. They had put their chips on the table and come up short. But in the NFL, hesitation can be deadly, and Denver wasn't about to sit back and watch another opportunity slip away. Enter Evan Engram. A 2-time Pro Bowler and one of the top remaining tight ends on the market, Engram quickly became the Broncos' prime target. Unlike Johnson, he had no prior ties to Payton, but he brought something just as valuable: elite athleticism, veteran experience, and proven production. The Broncos wasted no time locking him in, signing Engram to a 2-year, $23 million deal with $16.5 million fully guaranteed. While not the reunion Payton had initially envisioned, Engram is set to step into a full-time starting role, bringing a new dimension to Denver's offense. But is Engram the right fit? The questions linger on paper. Engram is a strong addition. But is he truly the missing piece in Sean Payton's vision? According to Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer, Engram may not be the dynamic, game-breaking weapon, often referred to as the Joker in Payton's system, that the Broncos were originally after. Evan Engram was a nice signing by the Denver Broncos, but I don't know that he's the Joker that Sean Payton was talking about, Breer wrote. The good news is the draft has a bunch of guys like that. I do wonder, though, if this makes it more likely that it'd be a back, such as Ohio State's Tre'Von Henderson, or receiver, Missouri's Luther Burden III, than another tight end. This leaves one major question on the table. Are the Broncos done making moves? Or is this just the beginning? What's next for the Broncos? The draft holds. The answer in Engram's signing doesn't necessarily close the door on further upgrades. With the NFL draft right around the corner, Denver still has the opportunity to add more offensive firepower. Could they target an explosive playmaker like Tre'Von Henderson or Luther Burden III? Will they find the true Joker Payton has been searching for? Or will they surprise everyone with an unexpected move? One thing is certain: Sean Payton isn't settling. The Broncos have already shown they're willing to swing big, and their next move could determine the fate of their offense for years to come. So, what do you think? Did the Broncos make the right call by signing Engram, or should they have pushed harder for Johnson? And who should they target next? Let us know in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe, because the next chapter in Denver's off-season saga is just getting started.